Today, today's video is gonna be very short, and let's go over one of the patents that's behind Google's algorithm that Google registered in 2018. And this, if you understand this patent along with other patents, then of course it's going to help you understand how Google algorithm actually works behind the scenes to some extent, if not fully, uh, to the full extent. So you can read this patent. You can type in this US 20200349181A1, and this whole this whole page is about how this patent works, and all that. It's a very good read. And if you go to ChatGPT and put all this information and tell ChatGPT to simplify it, then you will be able to understand it better. Of course, there is a lot of technical stuff there, but let's see how you can use it as content marketer, as SEO. The functionality of this link information gain to your advantage. So um, this is the slides I have made that will help you understand. So for example, you type in the query how to fix a leaky faucet in Google, and some uh of course the article are gonna be different, some might be too technical, others are basic. So what this pattern is doing, it's intelligently filtering out each result to determine how much new information it provides compared to what you have already seen or what user have already seen. And I will explain you what this means. So if you have already, or user has already read a basic guide, it will prioritize more advanced steps, and more advanced content, more technical content, which simply means personalization in SERPs. So let me show you what I mean by this whole thing. So for example, you typed in this in Google, how to fix a leaky faucet, and I have opened up 3 results. So this the first one is Cumberland Home Depot result, and it's a huge website. So they're telling how to fix a leaky faucet, and first they're asking you to shut off the water, and remove the handle and remove the cartridge or the stamp and install new cartridge, and then reattach uh, faucet handle. And then the second article is about WM Henderson Inc. Henderson Inc. Incorporated.com, and it's telling you the 5 reasons why your faucet is dripping. You can see the difference, like it's coming up with the new information for the user. So for, if I'm gonna go through the entire of this article, or a user is gonna go through the entire of this article, and then they come on this uh, blog post or article, then they will find, okay, there are 5 reasons. Actually, they have pinned it down to the numbers, 5 main reasons. A damaged cartridge, broken washer. So as you can see, I have already typed in the washer here. So they are talking about the broken washers as the main problem, as the common problem in in an entire heading. But here in this Home Depot article, they're just using it like a worn out. They are of course talking about similar thing, but they have not structured their article in a way that's uh, sends a signal to Google. Okay, this is a new information. Broken washer has to be like they are sending a signal that it's a problem in and of itself. So you are getting the point. Like this is structured differently. It has new information which this article doesn't offer. That's why it's ranking on number 2. And this one is uh, WikiHow, like the very famous website on how to do things on a lot of different topics. So they are asking you to first preliminary steps, like before you start doing it, or like you first have to turn off the water of your faucet. This is something that article is not talking about. This is unique to this article, as you can see. So if I am reading all of these articles, I am gonna gain some information in this article, then I'm gonna gain more information in this article, for example, broken washers. And then on the third, if I read this article, that I'm gonna learn, okay, I have to first take preliminary steps as well. And uh, then it's also talking about the replace the seat washer with exact replica. They are not talking about replicas here, as you can see, no replica. So let's get back to the slides. So the patent intelligently filters out each result to determine how much new information uh, it provides compared to what you have already seen. So if I have read all of these three articles, and what an average content marketer or SEO out there is doing is just putting all of these three articles in an AI and asking them to make a content brief out of these three. So what AI is gonna do, it's gonna spit out the same results, the same information that they are talking about. So though there is in that fourth article, there is not gonna be an information gain for the user. They are just gonna be like same article, that same amount of information, same type of information that they have already know, they have already gained. So it won't add much value to them. So which means what? Means personalization in SERPs, search engine results page. So scenario one. So for example, you are you are just, you have just bought a home, and you are just maybe 20 years old. You have just moved out of your parents' home, or you have just started learning plumbing. You are just new user, and you just want to know how to fix a leaky faucet. So Google knows that you have not seen even a basic information on this query, because you are typing it for the very first time in Google. So Google maybe is gonna do what Google is gonna show you is a mix of basic guides, step-by-step tutorial, and expert advice. And the reason is the system, Google's algorithm assumes that the user is new to the topic and provides a range of information to help you understand the basics. So it's gonna be like the range of information, guides, and expert advice and all that. But in scenario two, for example, you have already searched uh, searched it a week before, or maybe 2 weeks before, but you are coming back with your query, like you have all read these three articles that we talked about. Assume let's assume that you have already read this article, but again, after a week or 2 weeks, you are coming back with the same query, how to fix a leaky faucet. Then you know uh, one of the problems, like one of the most common problems is dripping faucet cartridge. It's one of the most common problem for a leaky faucet. So maybe what Google is gonna do. Google is gonna say, okay, maybe they are not just trying to gain the information. They want some real practical advice. So how you can, if you are like you are like trying to target people who are like down the funnel, who have already been exposed to the information, but okay, these type of information is already out there in SERPs, so you want to add a new information. So what you can do to send a signal to Google algorithm for that information again, that okay, if you're gonna rank my article, my blog post for this query on, maybe let's say on fifth position, so or maybe third position, so what people will be able to people will be able to see a new information gain, a user will be able to see a new information gain. And how we can do that? Maybe you can say you can include advanced troubleshooting guides on most common problems, like top 5 problems, like advanced, like you can go deeper in there. or maybe you can recommend specific products, maybe the specific type of washers that you think that they are gonna last longer, they are of high quality, and they are also not very uh, uh, not very costly. So they are cost effective, they are effective, they are gonna last longer. Maybe something new. So you can include this type of information. And maybe DIY, maybe you can include a DIY repair video within your article, like 2 minutes video. Okay, let's first take this washer out, and put this washer of so and so company in this, and that's how you can, using a wrench, you can fix it, something along those lines. And the reason why Google might, based on the working functionality of this algorithm, will rank you higher, or for at least for some time, to test your blog post, information that you are providing, if it's helpful to user or not. The system will recognize that the user has some prior knowledge, has already read those 3 articles that we talked about, and they prioritize more technical information. So that's why you are just providing them with more technical information. Okay, use this washer, this company washer, and all that. So personalized results, like if I have already seen that information, Google is not gonna the like present me with the same information again, because it's gonna be useless for me. I need more information, I need more technical stuff. So you are getting the point here. And then second thing is, first of all, personalization. You have to think about the personalization, and the user journey, the funnel, the top of the funnel, bottom of the funnel, and uh, like mid of the funnel. And then we have to, of course, think about keyword research and user intent. We have to think about semantic search. We have to use tools to identify related keywords and phrases, like uh, like in the example of faucets, we have washers, we have some other types of things, like maybe uh, uh, replacement kit, and handles, and ball cap. So you have to do not just keyword research, you have to understand, okay, what kind of other LSIs, semantically related keywords, that I can put in there to send in signal to Google. Okay, this, I am providing a new information to the user. As well as you have to understand the user intent. You have to understand the specific intent behind search queries, whether they are informational, whether they are transactional, whether they are navigational. So you have to take care of all the 3 if you want to convert people into a paying customer. If you want to monetize your website, you monetize your business website. So information, how to fix a faucet, transactional, with the best washers and the best faucets. Navigational, okay, what type, company A versus company B, washers and faucets and all that. So you have to include all of these 3 information, keeping in mind the user intent, as well as the user journey, uh, to help them gain more information. The goal should be to help users gain more information as they come on your website. And then you have to do, of course, audience research as well. So for example, Nike. For example, what Nike can do, they can understand the specific needs of runners, from beginners to athletes, like in Nike shoes. For SaaS company, they have to identify pain points and challenges faced by users in their daily work. They have to talk to customers, the salespeople. They have to talk to salespeople, the CS people, and identify pain points, and then and how they choose a SaaS software, the entire journey, from how they learn about it from the beginning, how they really get to know uh, they have a problem, then how they identify the solution, the entire journey of choosing a SaaS software. And then you have to cover it in your content marketing, in your content strategy. For example, another example is workout clothing. So you have to research the preferences of different fitness enthusiasts, from yogis and gym goers. They are two different types of people. And then the last one is you have to encourage user generated content, because users come up with their own ideas, with their own experiences of using a product. For example, maybe they are using a workout clothing. To say they notice that if you choose that type of clothing, then you're gonna get more skin rashes and all that. Like user come up with their own type of information. So if you include that user generated content into your content strategy, what you are going to effectively do, you will be able to send a signal to Google. Okay, this information is new, this information is unique, it's not out there in any type of website that you are already ranking. This information is very new. So users are gonna learn much more in this article, or at least more new information in this article, if you're gonna rank it higher in SERPs. So the key takeaways, like be unique, have an angle, like add something that's not out there. With doing your research, maybe asking your customers through include a user generated content, like add something, a unique angle, a unique type of information that's not out there. And of course, based on this patent, Google is gonna start ranking your article better. So hope you have learned something in this video. If you have learned it, please like it and share it, and see you in another video. Thank you.